Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. I just woke up, got ready, Dyson my hair. The high brown Dyson is still strong, although for you it's another week, for me it's just a few days. The only thing I'm trying is really, as I said in my last video, is to try the products that work. I ordered that Garnier sleek, hair sleek type of spray, which is heat protectant, and I'm not entirely sure. I think it's great, but maybe for a thicker hair. So yeah, I'm going to get ready quickly because I have about 15 minutes before I need to log in. I'm working from home today, so that's good. I like to actually start Monday at home. Wait, let me actually take a mirror. Yeah, I like to actually start Monday at home. I know a lot of people actually say to go to the office feels more like a start of the week, but for me, I don't know why, I feel like I have a more time to just set myself for the week what I like to do to stay organized. I have a organizer, like an agenda, where I would write tasks for the day and things I want to work on, but also, for example, like things I want to look at or research, you know, like my desk project. So something that I definitely want to have a look at, not necessarily today, but just for this week, because sometimes this type of things, they can like slide off of my to-do list because some other things come up. And so in order to keep moving with this, I put it on my to-do list. Or even things like we are going to France for a wedding end of the August, and I'm missing one dress. I mean, ideally I didn't want to purchase another dress because I already purchased the dress for the wedding, which I mean I really like. So ideally the second dress I need is kind of for the activity the day before. It's like evening type of dinner drinks, I think, and it has a theme. So I was hoping I can use some dress that I already have in my closet, but unfortunately I do not have anything that would be super suitable. I was thinking I have this type of like a silky pink skirt, so I was actually thinking to just buy a corset top and kind of make it a look, but surprisingly it's quite difficult to find a corset, to be honest. So yeah, I was hoping to buy something that, you know, if I buy it, I can rewear it and it's not just like a one occasion type of thing. Because the dress I bought for the main wedding, I can definitely rewear it, but it's a floor length, and so obviously there are some limitations where I can wear a floor length dress. But I think when the summer comes, well, we're still in the summer, but like next summer, I think I will be wearing it just for the evening night out, or maybe just with like a sandals or something like that. So yeah, today, as I said, I'm working from home. I have tons of meetings, tons. This is one thing I don't necessarily enjoy, I have to say. I do enjoy meeting people, but sometimes it's too much. There is a threshold where meetings are healthy and then it's too much. And I'm pretty sure today I have about 8 meetings. A lot of them are like a half an hour, but a lot of them, I think, if not all, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure actually all of the meetings I have today require me to actually do stuff, like to talk and pay attention. Because, you know, I'm sure you know, at work, you do have those meetings that you have to take active part in, and then you have the meetings where you're more like a listen, like someone else leads the meeting. It's maybe somewhat related to you, but not fully. So you pay attention, but it doesn't take so much of your energy because, yeah, it just requires you to attend and listen, really, and absorb information. But these are not, unfortunately, these type of meetings. But yeah, I do still enjoy though. I will be mainly speaking with founders. Actually, last week, I had this like a reflection, I guess, or just a thought to myself. because I was speaking with a lot of founders, and wait, let me adjust this slightly. I was speaking with a lot of founders, and it was very interesting because I wasn't the only one on the calls. And then when we get off the call, it was always so clear when basically the opinion about the founder was unanimous, like, oh yeah, we like this founder, it was a really good one. And I just like kind of was thinking to my time in the startup industry. I mean, I've met a lot of founders over the years. I think I've been working, or how long now? I think 10 years in the startup world. And it's interesting to see that some things that just don't change. And the one thing that I see that it's not changing is like, I don't know how to explain, but I've met so many founders and companies, and you just cannot fake the competence in running the business. Like, you immediately can see that as an outsider. And I don't think it's something you can even, no, you can learn it, but you cannot fake it. Yeah, exactly. So it's quite interesting to see. And I feel like what I try to kind of identify when I speak with founders, or even now or in the past, is like, okay, what is it that exactly like make them come across as like so competent and confident? Because it's not something that it's only for founders. Like, I think it's something that this type of skill can be used in any industry or in any job, really, whether you are in startup or in corporate. So I think one thing that I notice is like they are usually quite honest and genuine, which is, I think, quite rare in today's world. I think we all think that we should all have it figured out, everything should be polished, we should have a certain like processes in place, like, and I think some of the founders that are making it the furthest and also making a good impression are actually the ones that are just honest. I was speaking to this one founder a while back, actually, and we were asking something about, I don't know, his growth or like exit strategy, and he's like, I don't know. I haven't even thought about it. And I just found it so refreshing to him to just say that, rather than saying like this whole memorized spiel of things. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe some people actually appreciate if someone like thinks about it and actually give them an answer, but sometimes I just like the honesty. I just find it interesting. But another thing I've noticed, and this is an even more interesting one, you know, a lot of founders obviously come from corporate backgrounds. And I mean, you have founders that just start from the university, I think now more and more, but you have a lot of founders that worked in a corporate for a long time. They saw some sort of inefficiency that they can improve, and then they go into build their own startup. I find it interesting that, you know, to have a skill for building a startup and to have a skill for growing in a corporate world is just like, it's quite a different skill set you need. And even though we know that, still, when someone comes from corporate that used to be on maybe a good position or in a good company, I'll just take an example of like Facebook or Tesla, let's just say, we automatically consider this person to be competent. And even myself, I have to admit that I do that sometimes subconsciously. I'm like, I was speaking to this company, let me just find the pencil. I was speaking to this company and the founder, and he used to work like in the past in some big company, the likes of like Tesla or Meta. And even I was like automatically, oh, that's interesting. And then I was thinking to myself, why am I like even impressed by it? Like, it is impressive if you want to stay in a corporate world, because yes, you kind of, I guess, nail the game. You know how to move in corporate world and like what works, what doesn't. But we all know it's not the same skill. And even after I was speaking to quite a few other founders who also came from corporate world, and they all just confirmed like to be in a corporate world and to be in to build a startup is completely different ball game. So I don't know why we have these still type of old thinking, I guess, that someone from someone from Accenture has an Accenture on their CV and it's instantly better. I don't know why we have that. Like, I would like to analyze that. Like, obviously, yes, you need a certain skills to get to that companies, and those applications are usually competitive. So I suppose you must stand out in a certain way, but I wouldn't necessarily say this will help you build a business. So it is quite interesting, and as I said, I sometimes notice it and observe it on myself, then I have to tell myself, no, like this should not matter, I think, in my personal opinion. So yeah, it's quite interesting. So anyway, I went on a long blurb of like my day basically and going down the rabbit hole of startups. But I do enjoy speaking to them. I think sometimes it's just very interesting to see how founders think, and I think it kind of definitely keeps me less corporate thinking. So me and my sister, we had a business a while back, and after that we were both in a corporate world. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily in like a big corporate world. It's very like startup orientated, and the company is very startup orientated, but still it's working for the company. And sometimes obviously you can fall into this rabbit hole of like thinking like a corporate person. So it's interesting to kind of stay in touch with the people who are like more willing to take risks, going all out there. There is another example actually I have about like going out there. Like sometimes I notice like on the meetings, people don't speak, especially when there are more senior people. And I'm not talking, by the way, about my own company. I'm talking more from the experience before. People just don't speak, especially when there are more senior people. I don't know, maybe it's a fear of saying something that's not correct, or I don't know, maybe they don't know, maybe they don't just pay attention, so they have nothing to add, who knows. But I noticed that. And I also noticed that a lot of times, those senior people, they are, I mean, nice, right? Not everyone is playing important. Some they are like really genuinely want to like help. They finally are in a position where they have some sort of decision-making power, so they actually can move things forward, but they just need to hear from a person on the other side, what do you need from me? And oftentimes I notice that there's just, the person doesn't tell them. Like, let's just say a startup is coming to a big corporate asking for a project, but then when they are on the actual call, they are not like super clear about what they want. And I'm like, guys, it took us so much time to get here. Just tell them what you want. I don't know. It's very interesting. So, and I worked with this one founder in the past, and he was like so bully, and I completely appreciated it because he just did not care who he talked to, but in a good way. Like, not in a way that he would be rude at all, not at all. He was just very genuine, and like he didn't care who he talked to in a way that like he didn't put them on this pedestal, you know. And I think this really made the interaction more human, and things actually moved faster, like much more faster. And then when I would speak to other companies, they would always like ask, but how come this person is moving so fast? And I'm like, guys, it's so simple. You just need to talk. So, and this is kind of a reminder also for myself that when I want something, I just need to go for it. I just need to ask or, you know, voice my opinion. So it's very interesting sometimes to observe. Honestly, I feel like sometimes working with startups is like going through a psychological degree, which to me it's super interesting because in fact when I was little and I was like pre-university, I wanted to study psychology, and then my parents told me I will not have a job if I study it. Bear in mind it was like more than 10 years ago, and I come from Eastern Europe, which my parents are not traditional, but I guess it was still maybe a bit of mindset. And maybe they were right, by the way. Maybe they were right. Maybe I would struggle to find a job. I don't know how it is in that industry. So anyway, I just always find it funny, you know, when I remember this. I don't regret it or anything at all like that. But I always enjoy psychology. I like to read the books that are not necessarily like super psychology orientated, but they have like a psychological angle. I think it's something that we sometimes lose as a skill because we don't interact in person. Even when I was watching like old movies from early 20s, I was like, wow, people actually picked up the phone and just called instead of texting. So, you know, things like that. And I think we lose that, and I think it can become quite a big advantage, to be honest, to in any world to have that skill. So yeah, interacting with so many people can be really like a kind of like a psychology degree. And sometimes, you know, sometimes I'm right. Sometimes I assess people correctly, and I'm like, yes, this person will do well, or maybe this person is not a good fit for this particular project, for example, or a company. And sometimes I'm wrong. And to be honest, many times, okay, I wouldn't say many times I'm wrong, but sometimes people surprise me. So, and I think this is I guess the most interesting part, because obviously when I'm right, it's an ego boost, right? Like I'm like, oh yeah, I am good in reading people. But I think what's interesting is when I'm wrong and I'm like, okay, what did I miss? What did I miss in this person that I didn't assess correctly, that I thought maybe this person is not a good fit? Or like, and when I talk about the person, I'm more talking about founders for a particular projects or particular activities. So yeah, I found it quite interesting. And then obviously I'm quite internally focused, I guess. So I kind of analyze. So I don't know how you speak to your ChatGPT, by the way, or about what. I know that people speak to ChatGPT about anything and everything. And one of the things I speak about to ChatGPT, because I like to analyze, and it's not about analyzing other people. I also like to analyze myself sometimes. So I kind of speak to ChatGPT like, okay, why did I think that? And like, these were the things I was thinking, but this was the outcome. Why did I think that? Like, what did I miss? So sometimes I speak to ChatGPT like that, and basically ChatGPT gives me some sort of psychological section, I guess. By the way, I really like how this makeup is coming along. I don't even think I want to set it because it's quite glowy and nice. So yeah, so it's quite an interesting world, I would say. Do I want to stay in a startup world? To be honest, it's like sometimes love-hate relationship. Sometimes I have like enough, but then I'm like, oh, there are those days that like I really, really enjoy it. And I'm sure it is like that in every industry or in every world. So I think so far, yes. But I think sometimes I do miss like maybe a bit more creativity, and I think this is why I also wanted to start YouTube, because it lets me express also other things that I like to talk about. Like sometimes I like to talk about simple stuff like makeup, you know, like not every day I need to talk about AI or quantum, or like I enjoy very much, but sometimes I'm just a girl. Like I just want to talk about simple stuff like a haul of a clothing. So yeah. This is my little ramble, and I'm also hoping, I'm giving myself what do you call it? Like a, what do you call it? I don't know, like a goal, a rule that I have to go outside today to walk in between those meetings, hopefully even around the block. So that's the plan. I still need to return a big order from Mango, which is so huge. The box is so big, so I'm a bit dreading it. So, but I think I have to do it today. And now it's, okay, now I definitely need to go because I've been chatting with you for maybe a bit too long. Okay guys, I just finished the 3 meetings I had. One got actually cancelled, so I have one last meeting today, which is great. But I wanted to show you actually like my organization and how I stayed organized, because I think it's something I touched upon, and I really like it. So the thing I use is this agenda. Let me actually put you somewhere. I don't know why. Wait, I dropped my little tripod. Oh yeah, here it is. I don't know why. I find it so much easier to just put you somewhere on like a tripod or on a door, like stick you on the door, literally. So I wanted to show you the agenda I have. It's this Louis Vuitton agenda, and this is the one thing I have to say that keeps me super organized, and I see such a big difference to when I actually don't use it. So let's just say I don't bring it with me. So this is a size medium, and you have a size small, which I think it's maybe like a half of this, like half, but this way, maybe a bit more. And then you have a bigger version. I initially thought that I want bigger version, but I think in fact I'm so happy with this size because this fits everywhere. Like, let me show you. Like, you've seen my big tote. This is the bag I wear, so obviously it fits here, obviously. But then if I want to wear my small bag, this is a perfect size because it fits inside. If I had a bigger agenda, it would not. And this is why I love it, because sometimes I just want to have it with me. Maybe I'm going to like a coffee shop, I want to edit on my phone. I do everything on my phone, like editing, filming, everything. So this is super easy. And what else I wanted to say? So yeah, so what I do basically, I don't want to show too much information, but like I basically write all my to-do list. And for me, I used to have these notepads, they don't have any dates. This doesn't work for me. And what I noticed is that in the past I would buy so many of them. Okay, maybe not so many, but like quite a few of them. And I would use it for a bit and then I would just stop. I think now I have, it's kind of like a lunch break, it's a lunchtime. I have no clue what I'm going to eat. Might maybe get some little sushi, but I'm going to do one thing that I'm dreading the most, and that is to drop off this big box in the post office. Let me show you actually. This big box is very big. So I already packed it and it is prepared in front. Let me flip the camera. This is the box. So for the comparison, I don't know if you can compare, but like it's big. Like you have it's as big almost as the wheel of the bicycle. So it is big. It will be interesting to carry this. Hello guys, it's a new day, same vlog, and we are at home still, or again. This is turning into a homebody type of video, and why not? I cannot be running around all the time, although I've been running around, well, mainly to the office and back this week. Although I wanted to take you with me yesterday because I went to do a bit of like a browsing, but completely forgot. Honestly, completely forgot. But it's homebody type of vlog. And I received some orders that I wanted to share with you because I'm quite curious. And it is a first time that... Actually, there are a few first times, but anyway, let me set you up and we can jump straight into it. Ooh, okay, so I have two orders, and when I was saying there's a first time is because first time I ordered from one brand, never ordered, and second first time is that I've never been able to open the order on the camera for the first time. So this will be a true real impression because I haven't had a chance to open it. But first things first, I ordered this dress from the brand called Club L London. I heard about it quite a bit, and I've been searching for a dress for a wedding. Not my wedding, but it's a wedding guest. And there is a pre-wedding type of entertainment or day or evening that is Saint-Tropez. I think it was like a colorful Saint-Tropez theme type of vibe evening. And I really didn't have anything. Can you believe? I was so set on not buying a new dress because I didn't want a new dress. Surprise. Anyway, I didn't want to just buy a dress for the kind of like occasion, but I literally had nothing that would fit the kind of the theme and also something that I would actually feel good in. So I was searching for a dress that would be something appropriate for that evening, but at the same time I can wear it obviously outside. So, and I think I found it. I have to say, I am quite impressed by the quality. It is, I would say, a slightly premium price. But it's hard to say because Zara is not considered premium quality or premium brand, but honestly their prices are sometimes premium. So these dresses, they cost about around, I would say somewhere between 80 to 170 pounds. And I found a discount code for this dress, so actually I didn't pay a lot, and I just really love the shape and the vibe. So let me show you. So this is the dress. It's pink. I don't know if you can see, yeah, you kind of can see the shade, and it has these side things. There is a lot of light. Wait, let me scooch back. Okay, so this is the dress. It's a halter neck dress. Wait. Okay, this doesn't give it the justice, but it's kind of like this. And I really like these sides, these pleated sides. I like that it's pink because I am in my colorful era. The only thing was that they didn't have a bigger size on the side, and I just really love the dress. For the first time, I measured myself to see if I can fit, and surprisingly, when I measured myself, I was coming up to be a size bigger than this dress. But because I love this dress so much, I was like, okay, let me just try. And I ordered a smaller size and actually fit in it, and actually fits nicely. It's a bit snug, but nothing too bad. I would say if anything, it makes me a bit more snatched. And also what I realized, we are so used to wearing very casual clothes and flowy type of clothing, including myself. I love to wear a flowy satin pants or flowing shirt or oversized shirt, that when we are then, I think, wearing something that's a bit more tighter, we are just not used to it. But I do have to say, it made me feel really good. The fabric inside is super soft, so it feels nice and luxurious, I have to say. So I would say I will keep this dress because I like it. I think I'll definitely keep it. Really like the vibe. It's a bit of a retro vibe, but in a modern way, I would say. So definitely like it. And then the second box is from H&M. Initially why I ordered this box was because I was searching for a workout clothes. So I mentioned in I think it was my first video when I was talking about how I used to wear a lot of different types of workout clothes, and I discovered Lululemon, and I love Lululemon. Still the case. However, I've been working out a lot, more like a consistently rather than a lot, and I've been getting more toned. And I have two leggings from Lululemon, and they are both falling for me at this point, and I just didn't feel like buying a first pair of leggings from Lululemon. That's becoming quite pricey, to be honest. And the second thing is that I was quite disappointed that Lululemon hasn't brought up anything nice. I visited the website so many times because I do love it. I love their quality. I love their materials they are using. I love it. But there was nothing. I was so disappointed. And I was like, okay, let me maybe revisit H&M. And at that time, my sister actually told me about it and saying, by the way, have you seen H&M, like their Move line? It's really good. So I was like, let me give it a go. And on the way of ordering the sports clothes, I also ordered some other bits. So I will try to go through this fairly quickly because there is quite a few things. So the first thing is actually not the workout clothes. I ordered this top. It's like a knit top with super thin strap details, and it's very A-line. This is a size medium, and I think it might be very big. But maybe that's the style. I don't know. I thought it's very dainty and nice. The quality is quite nice, and it's simple black. I don't know how it will look like on me, if I will look like I'm pregnant or if it's actually chic. I was thinking of kind of the style of a COS. Oh, then second thing I ordered, and I ordered it in 2 sizes, this knit, because I bought this skirt from Zara. It's like a satin one with the lace at the bottom. I realized it's slightly see-through, okay for just wearing it out, I think, but I didn't feel super comfortable wearing it in the office. And I was also slightly struggling what to wear with it on top, especially when I feel a bit bloated around my belly. And then I saw this knit that has this lace detail, and it's in this cream color, and I thought actually that could work really well. So I ordered it in the size large and size medium. I think large might be maybe too big. This is large, by the way. I think might be too big. The quality is much better, by the way, than I anticipated. I thought it will be this very thin, flimsy type. It's thin, but really nice type of thin cardigan. But yeah, I think large might be a bit too big. But what I can also imagine it with just like a jeans and having this detail on top of the jeans. Yeah, I really like it actually, I have to say. So this might be a keeper. I need to try everything. I don't think I will do it here on the camera, but one more thing I ordered. So, you know this dress that I just showed you? I wasn't sure if it's going to fit, so I ordered another one that I wanted to try. It's also pink. I don't know, I'm in a pink era. And it's like off the shoulders, but it looks huge. Although, you know how many times I told myself this looks huge, then I tried it and I was humbled because it was just the right size. So yeah, I'm a bit disappointed because on the website it looked like a satin material, and it's just a normal material. So I don't know, but it looks, I think maybe it will even fit. It's not bad. It's a yeah, it's quite similar color, a bit softer pink. You can tell it's a cheaper fabric. It doesn't have a lot of shape. I'm a bit confused, but who knows? I need to try. This one I need to try because it could be the type of dress where it doesn't look great on a hanger, but you put it on and it's actually not bad. The only thing I'm disappointed is that the material. I was hoping it will be satin, like this soft pink satin, very feminine. I can have the glowy pink makeup with it and this type of thing. So yeah, a bit disappointed with the material, I have to say. I ordered these navy leggings. I like them, I have to say. And they have a nice stretch, and you know what I like is that it's all about the details. Can you see like how this goes inside, like how it is cut inside? I think this makes the fit much more flattering, but I would need to see. I love the navy, by the way. It's one of my favorite colors to wear, and this is size, I think, also medium. Is it? Yeah, it's medium. It looks, I think, tiny, but these type of things, they stretch. I ordered the top that goes with it. So like I said, I love to have a workout set, or it can be mismatched, but it has to make sense, you know. So this is the top, and it has a integrated bra, so you don't need to wear a sports bra, which I like. And I really like the top, I have to say. The top looks very nice already. Like I can tell this will look nice. So this is the top, and as a set, kind of like a navy chic, and maybe like a white trainers. I don't know, is it a basic? I don't know, maybe, but I like it. So I was on the lookout for like a simple t-shirts and tank tops. This one is, by the way, also from H&M. I don't know why I bought it in a size large, to be honest. I mean, it still fits, but could have been smaller. And I have some tank tops that I've just been wearing so much. They are ready to be either just used at home or, I don't know, donated, but some are dirty and with stains. They might just need to be thrown out. So I was looking for a tank tops that I can wear, and I saw this one. This is like a yellow knit one, which I like. It's a very nice material. The yellow is, though, not the shade of yellow I anticipated, I have to say. It's a bit more highlighter yellow than soft banana yellow. I was imagining it under navy blazer, for example. Like if it was like a soft yellow color with a navy blazer, I think that can look very nice. But this type of yellow, I'm not sure, to be honest. Like I was imagining, you know, with a, it's not bad, but it's a bit too much of contrast maybe for me. I'm pretty sure I ordered it in white as well. Yeah, and I ordered it in size small. Not sure why. Maybe it was the only one available, I don't know. Or maybe, oh no, I think why I ordered it in small, but maybe I was being too optimistic, is because I have those tank tops and I think they're in a size medium and they stretched, and then I don't know, they weren't not doing thing for my body. And I think, as I said with the dress, sometimes it's just nice to have a bit more tighter fit to kind of suck you in a little bit, or just like keep you in like a good shape. I also noticed, by the way, when I was wearing this dress at home, that because it was tighter fit around my belly and ribs area, it naturally made my posture straighter. So sometimes it's nice to wear something tighter, but let's see. Another piece of a workout thing. So I have from Lululemon a jacket that I allowed to wear. I had it for nearly 2 years, and when it's cold or colder than 35 degrees that we have today in London, I allowed to wear it. And I really wanted a white one, and I wanted one from Lululemon. And then I was like, Patricia, you know yourself, you're going to spill something, or you will just accidentally touch with the makeup. Let's not do it. Then I saw the white one in H&M, but it's the same thing. The problem is with the white and me is, as much as I can be careful, like sometimes it just happens, I don't know how. But close to white is pink, and as I said, I'm on a pink wagon. So I saw this one, which super similar, right? Let's see how it fits though, if it fits nicely. I think sometimes this type of tops or jackets, they can look nice when you see them like that, but then you put them on and they can highlight all of the parts you don't want to highlight, you know? Like obviously I have my things that I don't want to highlight. And so I'm curious how that will look like. Just for the comparison, this is my Lululemon jacket, and you can tell it is way more like thought through. The things here, they are a bit turned out now, but they are like more thought through. You have a bit more stitching in the front, you have nicer back, you see it kind of shapes your back and waist, whereas this one is like super plain. So who knows, maybe for the jacket I will just go back to Lululemon. I don't know, I really don't know. I'm, to be honest, very curious to see what I think about it. And then I also ordered, are you already sick of seeing pink? Because I might start to be soon. I also ordered these pink leggings. I thought this is the same shade, but it is not. I don't know if you can see, but it's not, which I don't like. I don't like it's not the same shade, because I wanted it as a set, although maybe it would be too much. But kind of cute, but it's not the same shade, so I'm a bit disappointed. But these are the leggings. They are like tight. Kind of like the scallop details, I have to say. But yeah, I'm curious how they look. I have to say I'm not super impressed by the pink line that I opened. I think the navy one is nice. Pink, I'm not sure, but maybe it's just me. And then last few bits are, oh yeah, so I saw this one, which I really liked, is this, can you see, it's like a ripped material. It's, I think, also size small, because it was the last one available. I used to avoid this type of things because I always thought they make me look bigger than I actually am. Or maybe, I don't know, I was just insecure. But I do like them. I do like them when I see them on someone else, and then sometimes you just need to get over yourself, I think, because, you know, another thing I used to have a big insecurity about were my like shoulders and like this part. I would like never show it. I would never wear this type of tops, you know, and now I'm ordering them. I think it was a combination of obviously me working out a bit more, but I remember like one day I just told myself, it's like enough, like nobody cares, and I'm not going to cover my shoulders for the whole of my life to just because I feel like weird. And I have to say, in the beginning I was a bit uncomfortable, but now I'm like super comfortable just wearing them out. So anyway, I really like that one. I thought it's a perfect simple piece for the office or just going out when the weather gets colder. And then the last piece is this scarf. By the way, my mom is a huge fan of scarves. And it's pink, it's brown. And I was thinking, you know, even now, I can wear it around my shoulders. I was thinking if I wear like this thing and I want to just accessorize, I can wear it together. In fact, it matches, the whites are matching perfectly. Or in the office when it's colder. But what I was also thinking, you know, when the weather gets colder, not too cold when it's winter, but just like autumn, I tend to get cold here on my chest, and whenever I wear blazers or maybe like a thicker jackets, like suede jackets, I don't necessarily want to wear scarf, you know, like a wool scarf. Sometimes it's just too heavy, like heavy looking, generally heavy, dark. I don't know, it's just all these materials are very I don't know, there is no lightness to it. And I have that suede jacket that is in kind of like this light brown color, maybe even lighter. And I was thinking, actually, to have something around my neck like this and have that suede jacket is actually a nice play of different fabrics. And this is something lighter, something more feminine. And that was the idea. Obviously, I would need to have it nicer around my neck. But you get the point, like this, and then maybe jacket on top, so it kind of like peeks through, yeah, or like, you know, something along those lines. Anyway, that is all. I would say it was pretty successful order, but I have to try those things, because sometimes my opinion can change quite a bit when I try things and see how they fit me. But I hope you enjoyed this little unboxing. I think it was quite long, and I think the whole video was quite long. I chatted to you quite a bit sitting at home, so I think this is where I'm going to end this video. I hope you enjoyed being basically at home with me the whole time and me taking you along, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!